You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Bust this nut.
Crack some ass.
Hello and welcome to Movie Bears with the Farx brothers. I'm Kirk.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick.
And we're joined by actor, writer, producer, Jimmy Keebs.
Let's talk about how it's wrong.
Wait.
He
I missed
his
something.
notes to make sure that was my name.
Oh, wait. Who are you?
Hold on.
That's
I'll
not
get
my
to it.
Ass?
Yeah, Billy Bats. That's my name. Hey, go get your fucking shine box.
All right.
I don't shine no more, Billy. I don't know if you heard. It's been a little while.
All right.
No, you're treating me like a fucking asshole, you know. No, we're partying over here. We're partying. I'm just busting your balls a little bit. Now go get your fucking shine box.
Whoa, I think
Then you're
that's...
supposed to smash the fucking glass in the bar. Motherfucker, you're supposed to say, motherfucker, keep them here.
Welcome to the spoiler section of Goodfellas. What I feel strongly about is how that is like Marty McFly being called chicken. Tommy is when you take that to the extreme, Joe Pesci, like, you can't make fun of me. What are you talking about? Why you gotta make fun of me and talk, negatively towards me? I deserve respect because I'm short. You have to have the confidence of a much taller man.
He didn't say that because he was short.
It's inherent.
No, it's not. It's not because he's short. Is that the debate you want to start on in this spoiler segment?
Is that the position you want to start from?
No, but I don't think it was because he was short. It was because he was being quote unquote disrespected. Go get your fucking shoebox.
Shine box.
I'm gonna go with Kirk on this.
Yeah.
He would. All right. Offhand, we don't know Tommy DeSimone's height. We don't know if he was short like Joe Pesci, or if he was taller. We don't know. All I know is he was being very disrespectful. He's remembering Tommy as a kid.
He's a made man from a different family who's thinking about over a half a decade ago.
Yes, exactly. So he thinks he's just busting balls, but he doesn't know what this kid has done since then. And he's just fucking around, not knowing that, oh, you're playing with fire, dude. This kid will come back and fuck you up.
But Tommy's a little bitch because he fucks up Spider in the same way he fucks up Billy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I love Joe Pesci. I have had a long-term relationship with Joe Pesci, and he's like the dad from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in how he chooses projects since the 1990s, where it's selective. And I respect that, although The Irishman kind of sucks. I am strongly aware of what I think Goodfellas is trying to tell us about a certain type of individual, like Tommy. Tommy gets killed for a reason, and when he gets killed, you understand why they would kill him. And it's not just for Billy Bats, even though the narration tries to Weatherman clean it up, adaptation clean it up.
Do they ever really figure out it was... What's his name?
Billy Bats.
No.
Did Tommy kill Billy Bats?
Did Tommy actually kill him, or did they just
say
off him?
that it's related? I think that's a post addition to say that
he did do it.
Well, we know that.
From what I know, he did do it.
Oh, in the book, in the real life?
Henry Hill was there for it? We don't know.
Yeah, but it also took them 4 years to figure out whether or not Tommy did it. So,
because
did they find out? Yeah.
The jail sentence of Henry.
Yeah.
In the movie, which might not be accurate to the whole narrative. Here's my, I'm going to come down on Goodfellas and Breaking Bad on something I like and have enjoyed many times. Starting in media res. Where
media res? What do you mean?
In the middle.
Oh.
Nick went to Latin school in between MCTC and high school.
I took Latin 1 year for junior year. And
probably worth more than my MCTC degree.
Well, your Latinx didn't do enough for you because you didn't know what in media res meant in this context. Jimmy, how do you feel about in media res starts to narratives?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes.
So in Goodfellas, we start with Billy Bats in the trunk, and we don't actually get to that in the movie until an hour in.
Yeah.
And so the movie cuts back, and Breaking Bad did this a lot, where it would start in the middle of wild...
We're talking more non-linear...
Non-linear storytelling for the sake of jerking off the audience to be interested in what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's pretty good for the way of storytelling. You look at that movie, you look at Reservoir Dogs, you look at a lot of these movies that came out around that time. That's how they were doing it.
Well,
They had this
Quentin
big scene in the beginning, and like, whoa, wait, we got to explain how we got to here. So we're going to spend an hour telling you how we got to here.
Quentin is an acolyte of Martin.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Is that a fact?
Yes, because Quentin is on Charlie Rose in like the early to mid '90s, talking about how Martin Scorsese has a perfect career except for one movie, and I'm not sure.
Irishman?
Well, no, if it's in the mid '90s, Irishman isn't out till 2020, so you're talking 25 years later.
Friends of ours, we call him Marty.
Martin? You know him personally? You call him Marty?
No, so I call him Martin. But
Is Marty still doing a lot of coke at this point when he's making this movie?
oh, I can't say for that.
Because like Mean Streets, Marty Scorsese is definitely doing a lot of coke.
God. Taxi driver. Holy shit, a lot of coke. It had to be a lot of coke.
I mean,
You
who
watch
isn't?
Taxi Driver, like one of my favorite movies on the planet. I saw it in the theater when it got really
Re-released.
yeah.
Like they're going to do to Nasia 2, which is something that came out in the news. On the day we're dating the Spate.
Yeah, do you want to date this?
I always want to date
more?
the bait. Have you ever heard of the movie Nasia, Jimmy?
No.
Nasia is based on a 12th century Chinese folklore about a special child that is bequeathed to average people or normal humans who then have to deal with the consequences of the universe through this special child. Is that fair? Kirk?
Is this the
It is
Golden
fair,
Child?
but-
Are you talking Golden Child? Turning Eddie Murphy.
The Eddie Murphy.
The Eddie Murphy movie.
I actually want to rewatch Golden Child.
Me too. I've
with-
not seen it since I was a fucking kid.
The
I kinda
80s?
Yes.
Sounds
in the
like a
80s. I saw
bonus.
it in the 80s. Cannot remember the story.
He's the Golden Child.
But whatever you just described me, I'm like, dude, are you talking Golden Child?
So the biggest movie of 2025 when this podcast is being recorded as of right now, the movie that's made $2 billion
Ooh, cute.
is Nasia 2, followed by Minecraft 1, we can assume. I think maybe $10 million of box office came from the United States for this $2 billion movie that 1 in 5 people in China have seen. Yes.
Wow.
Martin Scorsese is not immune to the storytelling modes of other countries. I think of heat check for Martin Scorsese. You said you like Goodfellas over Casino in the non-spoiler section. While you think of, was there anything you'd put ahead of Goodfellas for Martin Scorsese? And Nick, I'm going to pivot to you. So think about this while Jimmy Keebs thinks. Silence for me is a big movie that I'd put ahead of both of these movies, Casino and Goodfellas.
Mean Streets.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said me.
Yeah,
I'm
Mean Streets.
sorry.
Yep. Gotta say, Mean Streets is better.
Do you think Martin peaked early? Marty peaked early?
No, I won't go that far. I love the story better with Mean Streets.
What do you like from
guys.
Marty?
They're fucking young guys. One runs a bar. The other guys hang out in it. And it's the era that they're living in. It's the early 70s.
The movie was made in the late 70s, about the early 70s.
No.
Now, come on,
Mean Streets
77?
was made in 72.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have my dates off.
So there was still a lot of that Vietnam era hanging over this movie. And
We're still in Vietnam in 72.
yes. And
Killing
there's a lot of
20 to
that.
30,000 Americans.
Marty really, he's kind of like, so Harvey Keitel is kind of playing Marty in a way. Like he's just kind of just average guy who has this connected uncle. He's hanging out with these hoods that own a bar, and he's kind of playing the course. Like, yep, I'm in this scene. Nobody has a real job, but he's also trying to like fall in love. But he's like, do I want to fall in love with a black girl? Which would be, a very bad thing in my neighborhood.
Controversial for the time.
Yeah, very. Like, dude, fucking, what's a big deal? Fucking love's love.
Love is love.
Wait, what's a black girl?
Black, a person of
black.
African American descent.
Yeah. Like, dude,
I heard
so
black.
it
She's
was a
made
big
of
deal
Legos.
then.
Block party, you know.
It was a big deal then. it is not a fucking issue now. At least I hope it's not a fucking issue now. Like, dude, who fucking cares? Love's love. At least that's the way it should be.
Hey, Bob Jones University cared for another 10 to 15 years after Mean Streets came out, and I just like Bob Jones University to hear a strong fuck you from me.
No.
None of you know.
But, you know, he has this monologue that plays out over the course of the movie, like, what would my friends think of me if, you know, I fell for this girl? He doesn't. He falls for another girl. And still, it's like, what are my friends going to think of me for falling for this girl? And it's like, dude, who the fuck cares, dude? Love's love. But also, like, it shows him, like, helping to go collect money from a, you know, pool hall owner, you know, and it goes wrong, and they get beat up, and the cops come, and they have to sort everything out. So, it, you know, I like it better, because...
Do you like Mean Streets better than Godfather? Because it would have come out, like, shortly after and before Godfather Part 2.
It was just top.
Yeah, because it's a different era. So...
But they're made around the same
Godfather's
time.
like late 40s, early 50s.
No, you're talking about the narrative, when the narrative takes place, but the production of the movie is around the same time.
Yeah, but I think Mean Streets more fucking down and dirty.
Than Godfather.
Which I like.
So you prefer Mean Streets to Godfather?
Yeah, more down and dirty. Not overly produced. We don't need beautiful set pieces. We need real world. That's what Mean Streets has.
Well, aren't they dealing with different circumstances of hierarchy within these, let's say, less than legal organizations?
Yeah, for sure. So, Godfather, it's a tippy top.
Top of the five families.
Vito
One of the five
Corleone,
families.
he's playing basically Frank Costello, who is the boss of bosses of the mafia.
Alto Nights, which Robert De Niro was just in.
Yes. Fucking go watch Alto Nights.
Wait, you would recommend Alto Nights?
Yes, I watched it 2 nights ago. Fucking go watch it.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I wasn't going to, but because you say to watch it,
yeah,
I would.
I watched it. I'm like, dude, I get what's going on in this movie.
Frank Zaslav made that movie happen, or whatever his name is, the head of WBD.
David Zaslav?
Yes.
Yeah.
David Zaslav.
Oh, he usually just puts movies in a vault.
You're talking about Batgirl.
You watch that, and it's like, dude, I get it. I love what's going on here. And, you know, so it's a different era.
When does Alto Nights take place?
50s.
50s? Okay.
50s, 60s.
Did you see that Edward Norton movie he directed where he's playing some sort of, I can't even think of the name right now. He plays someone with Tourette's. And it's like a 50s, 60s gangster movie. Shit, I wish I could remember it.
Does it have Motherless in the title?
Motherless Brooklyn.
Is that it?
Oh, no, I have not seen it.
That's I would put Motherless Brooklyn up against Alto Nights, having not seen Alto Nights.
Yeah, you can't put that up against.
No,
Alto
I
Nights.
would.
I've seen Motherless Brooklyn.
Did you not like it?
I thought it was okay. It was
It's a bait show.
Yeah,
It's surface
like
level.
you.
I talked to people that actually had Tourette's, and they were touched by it in some ways.
Well, we better have somebody on Tourette's to pay that movie.
If you guys want to talk to somebody that has Tourette's in the film scene,
Yeah, sure.
I know somebody, so you can have on the podcast.
It is. I'm open to discussing it. Obviously, we're here to spoil bait Goodfellas and where it fits in the, because you think Mean Streets is better than Goodfellas. That's interesting to me.
I do.
I'm trying to. What's the last 25 years of Martin Scorsese? What's a movie you liked, loved, whatever of Martin's? Marty, as you call him.
Irishman.
You
Yeah,
like
well,
it? Irishman blows
Irishman?
dick so hard.
No, it doesn't. All right.
Let's
Frank Sheeran was a fucking hitman. You listen to the book.
I paint houses and I do my own plumbing? Carpentry. Yeah. I get rid of the body.
You listen to that book. You watch the movie. You realize
You've read the book?
Yes.
You're a smart guy, Jimmy.
So you realize that there's a chance that this guy killed his best friend, and not only killed his best friend, but made sure that this man,
Jimmy Hoffa.
yeah, disappeared forever. We're not going to say how he disappeared. He could have been burned up in a furnace to ashes. He could have been
hanged himself in a prison cell and broken 3 bones in his neck. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of ways he could have, been died. We don't know.
That was an Epstein joke, just to be clear.
But you watch that movie, and it's like, what Frank is laying out is like, dude, this is what I do. I'm a hitman.
I paint houses.
Yeah, he's a hitman. You need me to do a job, I'm gonna fucking do it. And not so much for Hoffa. I work for this other guy. At a hitman, yeah, Hoffa's my best friend, but he needs me to go do it. I'm going to go do it.
As a child, this is kind of what illuminated the world to me, is that I think of when you learn about unions in high school and like how a union should work. And, you know, kids who are under 6 know what a cop is. And then you grow up and learn that my kid asked me today, one of them, wait, are there bad guys in the world? Yeah.
Wow.
And what I like about mob movies is they are being truthful about how things can be corrupted, and working the curve of the corruption is blue collar on some level and white collar on another.
Yeah, but the cops are corrupt. Is there any hope in any of that? Like,
Well,
what do
we
you
talk
think?
in a different segment about how the St. Paul police in the mid-20s to early 30s were willing to, so like 90 to 100 years ago, the cops in the city we're currently standing in, where some of us are sitting, some of us are leaning, were willing to allow criminals to come to town and operate with impunity as long as they didn't commit any acts of criminality.
Yeah.
Yes. in the borders of the city.
And some of them were the biggest criminals you've ever heard of.
Al Capone probably came up here.
Al Capone came up here. John Dillinger came up here. John Dillinger had a shootout with the FBI, but he was not welcome back after that. He did have a shootout with the FBI.
In St. Paul?
Yeah.
I saw Public Enemies.
If you, so that's a funny, movie. You watch and like, okay, cute. If you take the Sin City tours, CYN, Cynthia Schreiner Smith's tour.
And Big Smith is
Yeah,
usually
they're local
husband
actors.
and-
You take they run a tour company. You take their tour. They'll take you to that apartment where they had the shootout. They'll take you to the apartment where Alvin
How
Carpenter.
do they get into that apartment? Don't people live there now?
They don't take you to the exact. They take you to the building.
Right, you stand outside the building and go,
Yeah.
hey, here's where this shootout
But you're standing
happened.
in the same fucking footsteps as John Dillinger.
Just for your interview segment, we should have recommended Cynthia and Beck. I'm just going to throw that out there. When I listen to this again, I'll remember this.
Yeah, they're very good friends of mine.
I love Cynthia. I love Bick. Bick wrote something incorrectly about the UP in one of his sitcom script, one of his pilot scripts, and I'm not going to let that go until he corrects it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, well, I
what
told
was
him
it
last
in
year.
Anderson?
Are you from the UP?
Yeah, I'm from the Upper Peninsula of
Are
Michigan.
you? No shit. Crazy.
The Uppies, is that right?
How do you say it,
Youpers?
Kirk?
Youpers. I say Youpers.
Youpers?
But it's Yuppies, isn't it?
Well, how do you say it? How do you say it?
How do you say it, Kyle? Is
It's
it uppers?
Yuppies.
Yeah.
Yuppies?
It's
I got
uppers.
it right, yeah. Wait, it's
It's
upper?
Youpers.
Youpers?
It's definitely Youper. I
What?
remember when my mom heard someone say it on the 700 Club, and nothing made me more angry because Pat Robertson is a good fella. If anyone is a good fella, Pat Robertson
Yeah.
is a gangster. I don't like him, but I respect him.
He's still alive.
I believe Pat
I think
Robertson,
he's-
who is a gangster and part of a mafia that should not exist, but does within the confines of the United States. Watch Eyes of Tammy Faye. Have you ever seen that movie?
No, I don't
No.
watch
Where
that.
Academy Award-winning performance by
Oh,
Jessica
cute.
Chastain.
Mm.
Oh, cute. That is the correct response.
Tell me more.
Excuse me?
Tell me more.
It's about how televangelism started in the late 70s, early 80s, which I have heard is a time that you enjoy greatly.
Yeah.
I would pair Eyes of Tammy Faye with Goodfellas. It's a movie that was made in the past 5 years.
Watch them back to back.
Yes, watch
Yes.
them back to back and tell me what the difference is between one organization of people who are, able to act with impunity and are revered, and then, the other group. And, let's just have an open conversation about that.
Yeah.
Because the thing I like about The Godfather, which you think is inferior to Mean Streets because you're a dilettante of some sort,
Yeah.
the most intelligent line for, I think, our public discourse is, well, politicians and senators don't do hits and illegal things. Now who's being naive? whatever her name is in the movie, Al Pacino says to his then wife, because he's like, oh, the mafia is so much lower than the politicians and business people of our time who are revered. No, they would kill, hurt, or maim anyone they needed to get ahead, because that's what capitalism is. Representative capitalism.
Yeah, we're all gangsters here.
There is a reason
More or
that
less.
the American gangster has worth, value, and consideration in the public discourse, I would argue.
Yeah, and they are more worth it than bums. They're
I think opting out of the argument by giving, like, what I don't like...
Yeah,
Sorry, Jimmy,
go
have
on.
you ever seen the movie Nomadland?
No.
You don't need to,
Oh.
even though it won an Academy Award. What I don't like about it is that they're doing poverty porn. They're having somebody who, in the narrative of the movie, not just in reality, 2-time Academy Award winner or whatever, Frances McDormand, who is married to a Minnesotan, which I respect, is going about doing. She doesn't need to be poor within the narrative of the movie, as you find out in the third act. She has a family member who would support her lifestyle outside of her being a nomad, and she chooses the nomad lifestyle because we're trying to romanticize being poor in the American diaspora.
Oh, is that how it really plays? So she's choosing to shit in the bucket.
Yes, she's choosing to shit in the bucket.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, sometimes I choose to shit in the bucket just for shits and giggles.
Well,
but like,
when you're camping, then you kind of have to.
I mean, just whenever. Like, it doesn't even have to be camping. Like, I feel like I don't want to sit on the toilet until it's cold. I'll put a hefty bag in the bucket.
We're not coastal elite, so we know what camping is. Basically, this woman who is from the West Coast is camping for her lifestyle.
yeah, but that's her lifestyle, just as the same as Goodfellas. These are their lifestyles, being a gangster. I just don't think they offer that much more than a quote-unquote homeless person who doesn't do anything but travel around the U.S.
We had an episode come out recently where I called someone a communist, and I was doing it in a...
To be fair, you called a lot of people communists on this podcast.
Are you calling me a... This is the fucking 1950s and we're in a Senate hearing? Like, you're going to call me a
Joseph
communist?
McCarthy right here.
Yeah.
The opposite. I would argue that Goodfellas talks about the downfall of capitalism when it is not regulated well.
That
Because
sounds like a commie thing to say. Like, I'm on your mind wavelength here, comrade. I hear you.
me why I'm a commie. But I would argue that young Henry Hill is coming up in the world going, hey, my father can only make this much as an Irishman working in this part of the world, when if he were to engage in this form of capitalism that is not as well regulated and or can be extra lawfully negotiated as being lawful, therefore I can make more money. And that's the first 20 minutes of the movie is, hey, if I do this, I'll make this much more money, so why would I do that? And that's what natural capitalism is. That's why we need to regulate capitalism in a healthy way to promote...
Yeah, they say it right in the movie. Like, the people that worried about their bills and their mortgage, those people are fucking dead. Like, who the fuck cares about these guys?
And then when does he end up in the end of the movie?
Yeah.
He ends up being a schmuck. I wrote it down somewhere here. It was Yiddish for sure. But he's a schmalizel, or, because all he has to care about is at the end is...
Yeah, but when you argue No Man Land, she's a lot more free than being a gangster who's got to be in witness
These
protection.
guys, they had a sugar bowl of Coke, keys to any hideout plot they ever wanted. They would go and steal money and then blow it at the fucking racetrack, or go and steal some more.
I'm going to say something that probably won't be received well by a bunch of unmarried men, but when I saw this,
Singles?
when I saw this movie over 20, 25-ish years ago, it kind of convinced me why I would never cheat on a woman I was married to, which I now thankfully am, is because it shows you you would not want to cheat on your wife.
Because she might shoot you in the fucking face.
She did not. You don't wear heels to go shoot somebody. Like if you're gonna point a gun at somebody, have sensible shoes. Okay, Jack Donaghy isn't wrong about everything. Like, if you're gonna sit on your husband and point a gun in his face, wear sensible shoes.
Sit
for
on
God's
I
his
don't
sake.
think
point a gun
that's
in
the
his face, or
debate
sit on
there,
his
though.
face and point a gun
Yeah.
somewhere else.
On his dick? I don't know.
No, in the movie Goodfellas, Lorraine Bracco, who is not Jewish, sits on Ray Liotta and points
Face.
a gun in his face
Oh, okay.
because she's mad about him cheating on him with her with Janice. And he even cheats on Janice with the woman who ends up cutting his coke
Sandy.
for him.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Sandy. But wait,
Yeah,
are
of
you
course you
saying...
would remember the
Thank you.
Gumar's name.
Yes.
Yeah, wait, but...
I
wait, hold
applaud
on.
you for
Wait,
knowing
hold on.
fucking names.
Are you saying you're not going to cheat because you don't want a woman sitting on you to shoot you in the face?
No.
Potentially.
What I
No.
like about these movies is the reality it shows from
Uh-huh.
living in such a unbound way that doesn't cause you to form good habits. Like, again, it goes back to my argument about capitalism. Because capitalism isn't being regulated well, the public good of the police who are supposed to enforce the law is so easily corrupted. The unions who are supposed to form so that we don't, there are good wages, but they can easily call a strike in Goodfellas to threaten the airport operations, right?
Yeah, but
That's their
Goodfellas
threat.
aren't...
We see that in The
affected by that.
Sopranos, which is kind of like an extension of Goodfellas.
This isn't I completely agree.
So
this isn't an argument
they're not
against
the
what
same
I'm saying.
thing.
This is continued.
Marty actually hated fucking Goodfellas. I don't know why. Like, dude, why do you hate this?
Marty hated Goodfellas?
Yes.
Do you mean Sopranos?
Scorsese?
Marty Scorsese hated Goodfellas.
The movie he made that made him...
He hated his own movie.
He hated the show.
Oh, Sopranos.
He had
Sopranos.
Yeah, he hated Sopranos.
Well, a lot of Italians hated Sopranos because it supposedly shed negative light.
All right, so did fucking Goodfellas, Casino. Like, dude, you can't like say, hey, this is reflecting bad on this group. Like, you can't.
Well, you can also
Yeah,
hate the
cherry pick.
Irish.
You always hate the Irish.
True.
Irish, you beat them up. I'm a quarter Irish. You guys should, pummel me a little bit, when you're here.
Oh,
You're not a nerd.
Definitely not a
liked
nerd.
Native
Fuck it,
Irish.
if you got a nerd, I'll knock your books out of your hand when you leave here, because that's what I've been trained to do.
How early should a kid go to work? What age?
Well, what
Let's-
does JD Vance say?
JD
Probably
7
4 or
a.m.
5. Like his
7 a.m.
biracial
not
children.
the
are-
age.
Get out on those fields that
Yeah.
because of everyone who was working
Oh,
that we
working.
we
I
sent
went
to
to
El
work at
Salvador.
14.
Whoa,
Pussy.
doing what?
So I was not fucking crazy. I was a part of a summer work program through my school. So it wasn't really trial labor because we had a set amount of hours we put in, but we painted fences, we built shit.
You
That
paint
was-
houses?
Yeah, I definitely painted houses. So we did that for the first summer. Then the next summer I also did the same thing. And it was more of that, fucking paint shit, build shit. Later on, so they're like, okay, the program's over, but we need 2 people to come work as janitors at the elementary school. I'm like, okay,
You took the offer?
I'm it.
Mm-hmm.
For $4.25 an hour, 7 a.m. It started at 7 a.m.
What year is this?
This is on 97, I think.
And what was the pay?
$4.25 an hour. Dude,
That was
fucking boom.
what? I thought.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, it didn't go up till 5 till later in the 90s.
Oh my
Yeah, it was insane. So we're gonna go do it. I work with a buddy of mine, and it's actually a bully of mine in high school. But we became friends working this job. Like,
Wait,
it was-
when was he a bully to you? If you're 15, was he a bully to
he
you
was
at
like
14?
2 years before, but I had
When you were 13.
guys, I had people. In 8th grade, I had to beat them up.
Oh,
know,
yeah. You beat a
Somebody,
bully.
You got bigger?
I had somebody to take care of them.
Oh,
Oh.
Somebody beat them up. I don't know who, whatever.
it's
We were
it's-
friends after that.
Capitalism.
We're not going to go into what happened.
Right.
What
in
happened?
the mid to late 90s.
It happened. We're friends. We worked this job together, just the 2 of us, and we're in classrooms scrubbing walls, we're moving pencil marks, whatever, scrubbing desks. That's what we did. And it was great because we'd work till like 1 in the afternoon. Then I would get off work and go to my friends and go hang out. I loved it. The next year, I had to get a real job. I had to go work at McDonald's.
Did you eat McDonald's when you worked in McDonald's?
Oh, God. Every fucking day.
Was it great?
Even not on break. Like, you'd make your own meals. Ever had a chicken McNugget wrapped in cheddar cheese? I have. It is great.
Was that your
I have
go-to?
never had a piece of hamburger meat wrapped in cheddar cheese, plain, out of the fucking, off the grill in your mouth. That's the best way to do it.
Nothing is more attractive to me than the culinary delights you've just described. In the movie Brokeback Mountain, they show the 70s and the 80s. This is a wild pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real
Okay.
wild.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's dive in here. Yes.
Have you seen the movie Brokeback Mountain?
I've not.
Well, because you brought up earlier that you like the 70s as depicted in the movie Goodfellas, I can't remember what inspired me today to write down Brokeback Mountain, but
Yeah.
I like Brokeback Mountain as a movie about America in the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
and as a cowboy movie, the gay thing being aside from, it's kind of like how
I
Chloe
really think
Zhao,
that has to be a side. Like, totally, like, that's over here. And I watch other movies that they have the same theme. So,
Wait, there was
It's
a
not-
gay
it's- there's
thing
not a-
in Goodfellas? What do you mean?
well, Billy Batts says that he sodomized people in prison. And
I
my
don't think
thought
that's
was,
by
why would you need to
choice.
sodomize people in prison?
That's
You
not
can
by
get
choice.
Kumar's-
I don't
No,
know.
he's
Bill,
made, so why do you need to get...
I don't know if Billy said
Yeah.
that.
He says exactly that. It's we had the subtitles on.
Yeah.
Does he say sodomize?
Say
I
the
feel
line,
like he
say
doesn't
the
say
line.
He
sodomize.
did say the words sodomize.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sodomize people like him, and they used the word half F word earlier in the movie. I
But
can't,
if it's him doing it, that's different
I
from...
think that's like more of a...
just to be clear,
So,
I think that the Billy Batts is more of a power dynamic, whereas I think Brokeback Mountain is more about a sensitivity.
Oh, dude, yeah,
personal
totally.
thing.
Like Billy Batts, it totally.
I was only comparing the years of the 70s that
Okay.
are depicted in Brokeback Mountain, which for me, one movie made in 2005, one movie made in 1990, depicting the 70s, the two things.
Cause my dad would
crossed to
I
me.
would say that all the time. Like, I used to fuck that guy in prison. Like, dude, you've never been in prison. So
I know this is recorded and people will hear this. What was it that you just
my
said?
dad used to say I used to fuck that guy in prison, but he was never in prison. It's a line from Roadhouse.
That's right.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I am a fan of the Patrick Swayze movie Roadhouse where he tears out a throat.
yes,
I
I
always-
don't acknowledge the remake at all.
Oh,
I've
It's-
seen it.
It is enjoyable. And they're making a
I've
sequel.
seen it, yes, it is, but it doesn't have the same heart. The same heart as the original, where it's like, holy fuck. This is so late 80s, early 90s. Like, dude, no. Does not have the same heart.
Define heart.
Chicken wire, stage, people throwing bottles. It was a different fucking time.
Are you describing the first or second act of Blues Brothers?
I was gonna say Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Also, Blue
We've
Brothers had
got
the same
both
thing.
kinds of music,
Yeah.
country and
Country
western.
and western. And they're like, oh, god damn it. All
That's
right,
10 years before
Yeah.
Goodfellas. And they're depicting the same period of time,
yes,
the late 70s.
Apparently, those of us that weren't around at the time, like, apparently you just got to throw bottles at bands. Like, you could just, like, fucking whip bottles at bands you didn't like.
Well, they're in the cage, so it's different.
Yeah,
You've
but
got
I mean,
protection.
that was part of it. Like, dude, they're in the cage. I get to whip my bottle over here, and it just breaks.
Ridley Scott's Thelma and Louise. Where are you at?
Did they also have that? Where
They don't.
They don't.
But it takes place in, I guess, late 70s, early 80s. And
no,
the
it takes place early 90s, late 80s.
it was made in 1990, I believe.
Yes.
So it's taking
I-
place in the late 80s.
I watched that in the last year.
Arkansas.
Yeah, different time. They know wherever they were, you could fucking whip bottles at the band.
The near parking lot rape of Thelma and Louise versus being able to whip glass at
Yeah.
a musical artist that came to perform for you.
Totally, they were within the right to fucking kill the dude.
Yeah.
Like,
of course.
Oh, and Thelma and Louise, of
yeah,
course.
that would stand up in court.
Spoilers for the first act
I
of
would hope
Thelma
it
and
would stand up in
Louise.
court. them doing that, like, dude, it's totally fucking self.
We feared for our lives. Yes, they shouldn't have
How
driven
do we
off.
get on that
maybe
topic?
not today.
Well, I think there's something
Maybe
that
5 years
crosses
ago
over.
it would have stand up in court, but I mean, today maybe not. You know, you'd be like, "Oh, look what she was wearing." Like, no, that's not how it works.
Even in the
Yeah,
late
it doesn't
80s,
matter
I
what
don't.
she was wearing. It doesn't matter what she was wearing. She wasn't
Yeah,
asking.
in the late, but I'm talking about today.
You've
like
never
in
seen the movie Thelma and
total-
Louise, I take
look
it.
what
No.
climate-
Did you buy it recently on 4K?
No, I haven't bought that on 4K.
No, okay.
I have like 3 4Ks so far. I know what my
I need
next
Jimmy
one
to
is.
hear this. Wait. Tell Jimmy the 3 4Ks you have.
The first one was Alice, Sweet Alice, slasher from the 70s.
He's not. Do you know that movie?
Amadeus.
I want to get each one of his reactions.
Got Amadeus.
Amadeus.
And then
Amadeus.
Candyman. Original
You have.
Candyman.
Wait. You have.
peas.
Original Candyman. And now the next one's probably Frailty, the Bill Paxton movie.
Yeah.
That one's announced. I don't think it's out yet.
Are you a 4K guy, Jimmy?
Am I a 4K guy? I have a 4K TV upstairs. Am I a 4K? No, I don't care. I don't care.
But it's only 70 something inches.
So
We're going along on this one. Kirk's paying.
my father was.
Wait, your father, your dead father, is a 4K guy?
Yes.
Was a 4K guy
He
before he
was.
died. How recently did your father die, if you don't mind me asking?
2020.
Did he die because of COVID?
I'm gonna say complications maybe of COVID, the other things that
How old
happened
is
in
your father, if you don't mind me asking?
57.
The fuck? I'm sorry, my friend.
Yes, I'm only 14 years apart from my dad.
Wait, your dad was 14 when he...
No, my dad was 19.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So it's been 5 years. So
Yes.
your dad was 19 when he conceived you. And then he was 28 when he conceived your brother.
No, he was 20. Yeah.
27, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it makes you think.
Life is precious, and
Yeah, totally. My dad loved movies.
he showed you this movie, as we heard in the non-spoiler section, which we recorded first, at 14. So your dad was only 19 years older than you. So your dad's 33, showing a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, I can dig that.
My dad's a 33-year-old pothead showing a 14-year-old a movie.
Yeah, they can't prosecute him anymore.
No. Fucking go after him. I don't care. He's a good...
Shake the ashes.
Yeah, I'm the only ashes upstairs. So come after him.
Why do you have him versus your mom or your brother?
So my stepmother released a lot of the ashes in 2021. I have the remainder from me and my brother John, his sons. And we're just going to hang out on him. We're going to hang out on the man. I had him put him in the marbles over the years. We'll see. But he's upstairs. And he's been upstairs. So after his funeral, 2020, he died 2020. We have a big party. You're not supposed to have parties 2020. But we do anyways.
Oh, no.
What the fuck are you gonna do? Come at us? You gotta understand, some of these guys, they don't give a fuck.
Wait,
They
some
don't care what
people
your
who are
laws,
old enough to remember.
your
yeah.
laws, anything. None of us fucking care. Come after us. Put us in jail. I don't fuck it. I'll do a weekend.
Like a good fella.
Like
Did you say you'll do Wicked?
I'll happily do a fucking weekend.
Wait,
For
what's
that
a
man,
Wicked?
fucking put me in. I don't
Uh-huh.
give a shit. So we have this party at my cousin's house after his funeral, and I have my friend Mary, who's a friend of mine, bartends here in my bar, and a friend of mine that are even in law enforcement. We're all here. We're having fun. We're drinking, partying.
All of this is a creative license of what you're describing. I
Yeah,
understand.
so much so that we have to make 2 trips to the liquor store. We send somebody to make 2 trips because I'm out of beer. So they bring me more 30 packs of hams, 2 trips. We party well into the night. I pass out. I get a text from my stepmom like going, "Hey, can you bring me your car? This thing I need. Oh, and your dad." I'm like, "What do you mean my dad?" She's like, "Oh, he's in the garage." I go find this little box of ashes. And I'm like, "Oh, that's fitting. Dude, yeah, he would be the last person up in the garage." So I buckled into my truck. I'm like, "Dude, all right, you're buckled in. All right, we're going to go home." Driving back to my stepmom's. And I'm like, "Here you go. You're my dad, I guess."
Do you think Marty cares more about dads or moms?
Oh my God. So his mother was on almost every film that he shot, but so was his father. His father had a lot of role, but his mother was more prominent. I gotta say mother.
When I was having an argument with my wife earlier over dinner, it was related to the scene where after they kill Billy Bats and they go to Tommy's mom's, and Tommy's mom is like, I gotta go get some food. And then they have the, late dinner in Tommy's mom's house. And Tommy's mom is like, hey, Henry Hill, why aren't you talking?
Yeah.
You're not a very good talker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she tells the story of the guy who's like, well, what would I say? My wife is two-timing me?
Yeah. I want to say that in Italian. I should look it up. Can I speak a little Italian?
Yeah, go ahead.
Indulge me. I'm going to look it up.
Are you at all Italian, Jimmy Keebs?
I'm not.
Oh, what race are you, if you don't mind me
What race?
asking in this context?
Oh my God. I'm
Don't stop looking, I don't mean that.
I'm half German, quarter Swedish, quarter Irish.
Swedish, German, Irish. Okay, I like about your story of the Ham's kidnapping, where you talk about how the guy who took Ham's brewery in a barter with somebody who was going for the gold rush in 1865 took over the Ham's brewery when the guy they bartered against died going for the gold rush, had to bring someone over from Germany to brew their beer for them. John Schmidt, I think it was something like that. Did I get all that right? Jacob Schmidt. Okay, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah.
His name is my name too. Whenever
He
we
was
go
number
up.
one. Yeah.
What?
He was number one.
There we go.
Are you going to speak
Alright,
Italian
here
to
he
us?
Mia mole due botelle mi.
Do it again.
Mia mole due botelle mi.
But do it like you actually care.
What? All right.
Mia mole due botelle mi.
And that's the...
My wife 2 times me. See, me is the same word in Italian.
And what she's trying to say to Henry Hill is like, oh, fuck, bitch. Why are you not talking at
Whoa.
this table?
Yeah. Because he's very quiet, and why he's quiet is like, dude, I got a fucking body in my car right now. I want to get on the road so we can go fucking bear this thing.
As the more verbal person of the Farx brothers,
Mhm.
what stuck out to me is that the two guys who are the least stable are the guys who are just talking through all that. They don't have any problem. They're just like, hey, we're going to keep going. And I genuinely think what helps Henry Hill in the context of the movie is that he has a wife and kids. And that the movie is speaking to the quality of having a wife and kids.
So you're saying that having a wife and kids helps you in being a gangster?
But I
with
mean,
the
so did
mob?
Jimmy Burke, though. Jimmy Burke had a wife and kids.
Mhm.
They don't show his wife and his kids. They only show his
Not
memoirs.
so much. They do, but they don't.
It's implied he may or may not have.
They
a
show birthday parties with the kid, pictures of the birthday parties of the kid.
So the birthday party with the boy early on in the movie is implied to be Jimmy's boy. Jimmy's a little more organized, and Polly also obviously has a wife and kids. But what I think keeps you from going to the deep end, even when you're going that route, is a wife and kids.
I don't know. I'm going to argue against having a wife and kids. I mean, only because he ratted them out at the end. So he's kind of the bad guy. You don't rat out your friends, as said in the beginning of the movie.
I agree with Kirk. You
Yeah.
don't fucking rat. Don't fucking
Yeah.
rat.
No, the right thing to do for Henry was to
You don't
rat.
fucking rat. It's simple.
The point of the movie is that you should rat if it helps you, the things that matter more to you than...
You
Yeah,
don't
so
rat.
having a family,
If you rat, fuck you.
yeah. That's
No.
the number
That's where I
one
grew
rule.
up.
Don't be a
Like,
goddamn
you don't
rat.
fucking rat. A friend of mine got in trouble talking on the phone to his mother at my house, saying something that he fucking shouldn't have said. I was there. I'm not gonna say what he said, but he fucking said it. It was innocent, totally innocent. Especially in these days with weed being legalized. He's like, hey, everybody's smoking weed here. But in those days, it's not innocent. Like the FBI could be listening. Like, dude, it could put everybody in danger. Like,
As is shown
you don't
in
fucking
the
you don't
movie.
do that. I don't fucking care who you
Paulie
are.
doesn't have a phone in his house for a reason.
Yeah,
Tucker Carlson doesn't have a computer in his house because that's how you put child porn on it.
yeah. Don't do that.
Literally, he said that this week.
Sounds like he has a lot of child porn.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Fucker Tarleson, as I like to refer to him
Oh.
as, said that he doesn't have a computer in his house because that's how the CIA would put child porn on his computer to, screw him in.
Yes, that is the sole way that they would do it. Like, there's no other way.
Aaron
you could do it.
Sorkin said the same thing when he was making The Social Network. He was like, these people could put child porn on my computer.
Yeah, they could, but they fucking won't.
You don't know
Because
that.
that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy people talk.
If it can be done, it is
Hey,
done. Rule 43 of the
it fucking
internet.
100% could
If you
be
can think
done.
of it, it's already porn.
But, dude, that's a lot.
Well, any last thoughts on Goodfellas? I don't know if I want to end it there.
Nick, when's the last time you watched any piece of Goodfellas?
Not that long ago.
Why? Why were
Do
you
you
watching
hate
anything?
Goodfellas?
Huh?
Do you hate the mafia?
Do I hate the mafia?
Do you hate me?
I don't hate you.
Again, I would like to make
No,
it clear.
Do you have an issue with the mafia? Yeah, let's get it on
I
record.
mean,
I like the mob more than bums because, like, the mob.
You like
gets
the mob
shit
more
done.
than the homeless people.
Let's just say you like it, maybe 10% what you make, maybe it goes to me. Maybe you don't get hurt. Could it be crazy if you got hurt? I mean,
If
I'm not saying I'm going to hurt you, and I'm not saying that anyway, but lightning could strike, maybe somebody comes up with a ski mask, with a
If
crowbar, they
10%
bash you in the fucking head. You don't know what's going to happen. I'm trying to protect you from anything that, could happen.
Movie Baiters with the Farx brothers, going forward, we're not saying 10% gets kicked up to Jimmy Keebs, but we're not saying 10% of what going forward happens from Movie Baiters
Tell me
doesn't
what,
go.
you don't say anything like that, maybe you just keep your fucking mouth shut. A little something comes over here, everybody's happy, nobody's head gets fucking bashed in. Take care of me.
I think we should all remember, take care of Jimmy Keebs.
Maybe there will be some head bashing in the interview. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.
Oh, wait, no. Jimmy, do you want to give a tease for your interview? The thing we recorded right before this? Interview segment,
Because I'm
Jimmy.
going to probably show my tits.
Listen for the showing of tits, please.
Have you not seen tits before? I mean, come on.
You're on the internet listening to this. Spotify, YouTube.
Apple Podcasts.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good
None
night.
of those have fucking tits. I know for a fact. They do not. They ban them. So, you gotta want to see tits. You gotta go to Pornhub. Where this is also gonna be released, I'll show my tits. And you'll be like, dude, fucking those are great tits. I'm like, yes,
I
thank
think
you.
that's our Patreon.
Do you think it's nipple segmentation to the rest of the
Maybe,
meat?
but I think it's a lot of it like, dude, are those female tits or male tits? To me, they're tits.
The favorite thing I have when I'm looking at tits is wondering whether it is a man or a woman.
I don't know if I should be enjoying this.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Why am I jerking off? Could
How
be a
big are
dude.
they? All right. Yeah. All right. How big are they? All right. They're pretty big. They can be filled with milk. All right. I'm on board.
All right.
Woody Allen. Like sometimes when I'm looking at breasts on the internet, I don't know if they're male or female, but I don't care.